We'll start in 2 minutes. Too hard to move. All right. We switch to. Oh yeah, we need to do this first. Hello. So it's still laying there on that source. Who that is? It's not working. Alright, let me do this. Let me use all my stuff first before I read.
This is...
Is the peta still broken here? Or is she?
Oh? That's great.
She still has barbarous voice. Like, that's not her. Oh no, this one.
Program activated. Keep fresh from the crucible. Attack. I never miss. Most of the time anyway. Please, mortals! Wait for the pop! Dreams.
That's what it's all about. Life or death battle and victory.
Which of these darlings shall we attend to first? Please, allow me. My crucible really has a mind of its own. Under attack. Fire. Feel my stock embrace. Wait for the pop. Dreams.
And now to return to my long-term mission.
What's E? That's right. Yeah. The last one. Yes.
Program activated. Do you have a little faith in me? I never miss. Fresh from the crucible.
Aim and shoot. The light that illuminates all.
Keep. Feel my dark embrace. That's nothing. I look forward to punishing you. Sweet dreams.
Yo ho ho! Ship's in fine shape, and the bone.
All right.
I
Let's
was
start
sick.
reading.
Don't worry about me. One of these days, I'll start winning again.
I do not know. I haven't read it. I just unlocked everything and skipped like everything, but I haven't read anything. I mean, eight, eight, eight stages. That's after 0, new numbers. And let me see. It might over here. Let me see the special exhibition area in area C. You can go there by this path. I couldn't believe that I would get to see that stone with my own eyes one day. Stone is... Wait,
Yes.
no, it's not the stone on up here, is it? On the island, is it? I remember those smug critics on TV saying it was a lie. Let's see what they say. So this is the promotional poster for this special exhibition.
Brilliant.
No, it's not that one. They can't be doing that. I love clean geometric lines and how they are placed in just the right places. I'm not gonna read most of this stuff. Plus museum special exhibition. Miracle Stone 4.5 billion kilometers away. In the lower left corner of the poster, it is printed ice cream, Miracle Star exhibition available for limited time only. Here's your ice cream. Sorry for the wait. I don't think we waited long, but thanks.
Thank you.
It was you and your friends, little girl, who saved my ice cream shop. I can't thank you enough. Wait, is this? Did I accidentally? This is not the last one. Uh, you accidentally started on the last one. I might have. Let me see. No. I was so confused. No, it's not. Yeah,
Yes.
I guess this is really start. I thought it started because they're talking about stuff that hasn't happened yet, but I guess it happened off screen.
Thank you.
Just what I hear. Are you talking about the rankings on the live stream? I remember having like stuff like that on there. I don't remember the details though. Do they mention like popularity? Ezra. It looked great, even better on the poster. I mean, he is part of the class. I don't normally eat this kind of stuff, and I must say, I never thought it would turn out like this.
I don't understand.
Put my screen. I have heard from the shop owner. Uh, let's see how. Hmm. Wait a minute. How do you type that? Mira? Miss Mira? That the birth of ice cream is the result joint efforts of everyone. But I still don't know the details of the matter. Wait, when does...
I know.
Right, I skipped that. And there's Miss 37. I heard about the arrival of such an outstanding mathematical researcher like you from the Science and Technology Center. But today I have the honor of meeting you in person. What's my monitor like that? It's slanted. It's better. Ezra Psyche. This in part one. Not to my knowledge. Don't be so formal, just call me 37. I'll call you Ezra too. I heard a lot about you.
Your number.
I guess your real and imaginary parts are both regular numbers, which I don't dislike. I have never had a friend who knows imaginary numbers before. Imaginary number? Do you mean the one proposed by the famous... Okay, that's another name. How do you pronounce it? I don't even know how to... Descartes? I mean, I'm just pronouncing it how it's spelled. It might be Descartes or Descartes. The one who proposed in imaginary number in the 17th century. You get used to it. I had no idea what she was talking about at first, and I still don't understand it now. Even now. There must be an interesting story here. There's still some time before my speech. Would you like to tell me about it?
Sure.
I guess we can start with the theorem that our heads are always tangent to the table.
I'm sorry. Good.
I knew it. She sighed. She had no interest in telling stories, but it seemed that this duty fell solely on her. To put it simply, the cause of the incident was Bertin, my former classmate. Because of her, I got involved with 37 and a series of subsequent events happened. began to tell her story. She need the time needed to turn back time 3 days ago. Story about museums, ice cream, and distant stars and numbers. What on earth was that guy thinking? I'm not a babysitter for little kids. And seriously, who would use something like this today?
Nothing.
Forget it. These are not things that I should care about. Sorry to bother you. I would like to ask you about the member of the foundation who recently came to the headquarters for further study.
That's right.
This is a solution, so this value is correct. What? There was no better choice for some reason. The lobby was sparsely populated today. I would like to ask you about the member of the foundation. She's just repeating what she said.
I don't know.
She had a letter that I need to pass on her. I don't know, you can ask someone else. I'm busy. Wait. Are you looking for Miss 37 too?
Huh?
Also, I mean, yes, I'm indeed looking for the girl named 37.
No.
No, no, no. Began to quickly retreat, quickly using his limbs. I was there first. You have to line up behind me. What's happening in here? He ran away, footsteps echoing in the empty hall. Gradually faded away, leaving the therapist alone.
What?
I remember seeing a banner history somewhere, but
Wait.
I
this
forgot
is-
what site. What's going on here? Some of them discussing something.
Okay, I got it.
So that's why there are few people in the lobby today. Maybe not just today.
That's awesome.
Yes, that's it. That little girl is a real genius.
Insanity.
This place is really the same as before. Those crazy scientists go crazy every once in a while. The desk was almost buried by a mountain of papers and cluttered geometric models.
Hey!
37, check this out. I calculated it the way you told me last time. These are the new numbers, but there's a new problem. Wait, I haven't finished yet. You go wait behind me. I've been waiting for a long time, you idiot. Put aside your useless self-esteem and admit that 37's algorithm is simpler than yours.
What?
Nonsense. Look carefully.
So gross.
What have I come to? A hell of a battlefield. OX. If it were me, I would be more inclined to use the metaphor of heroes fighting bravely for the favor of the goddess. So you want to become the brave man you mentioned? Rather than gaining the favor of the goddess, who looks down on me, I would rather invite her to watch a sumo match.
What?
I have to say, I'm a little surprised to see my friend here, little Mesmer. I don't think you are interested in watching the fun. Even if you encounter any difficulties, you are obviously the kind of person who prefers to solve them yourself. Oh. Is it timekeeper? That person is always good at using others to achieve her own goals. The timekeeper was communicating with someone while walking hurriedly through the corridor.
Yes.
I have to set out and will arrive as soon as possible. Mesmer. I never read her name in Chinese. That's what the little that I'm saying. It's just a junior. It's great to meet you. By the way, I have something to ask of you. Is something called Mojo Express?
No.
Carbuncle was unable to confirm. Room 37's condition for me.
I was not sure.
She said she was fine, but she never left the island, so I wasn't sure if what she meant by fine was really fine. I hope you can help me confirm this. You are the person I trust the most in Laplace. I'm just gonna report to the best. How funny. It's a trap, an exploit, gesture of goodwill, or she should have said no.
I don't understand.
And
I've always trusted that person's ability to judge people. How do you explain this situation? The little girl that Bertin left with you? Looks like she's being eaten alive. How long has this been going on? From the days she came to Laplace. Do you remember the problem that was left on the blackboard? On the left side of the lobby, which no one has solved for more than a year? She solved it immediately. Took a look as she passed by on her first day, and 2 seconds later, bang, she gave the answer. Actually skilly she did. The plus. Since then, this corridor has become the busiest place on Laplace. Mesmer frowned as she looked at the researchers coming and going.
Oh, please.
I saw people from various departments. Are you trying to tell me that this young girl can express opinions in every field that are enough to make them stop and take notice? You misunderstood. Only math. Speaking of which, I have heard that that island has extremely high attainments in mathematics.
That's right.
Although our dear Leonardo has long pointed out to us that mathematics is the foundation of all sciences, in reality, few people can truly use this as universal. But this girl from a distant island was different. She didn't know chemistry, astronomy, or physics. But she can solve all problems at the mathematical level. I'm not exaggerating. So far, no questions related to numbers have been able to stump her. Is this really possible? Just with math? I was skeptical too until I saw it myself. Maybe this example will help us understand better. The great ancestors who first proposed the concept of mathematics in history used the interesting... What the hell is that? There's gonna be a lot of terms here that... Sexagesimal? Is that how you pronounce it? Counting method. But this is not the most incredible thing. The most amazing thing is that there is no zero or decimal point in their concept of mathematics, but they are still able to get the correct answer in the end. The most amazing magic tricks in the world are just like this. Just like the skills that the girl showed us.
Oh, please.
You always exaggerate. You and I both know how they do it. One, 10, 100, or 0.1 written in their way are all 1. When they need to perform calculations on this number, for example, if you multiply it by 100, they would logically be at a loss as to where to start. Because when they were only faced with those characters rather than concrete existence represented by numbers. They had no way of knowing what the numbers behind the symbols were.
But
They just don't have to know. In that abstract mathematical world, no matter the answer is 100, 1000, or 10,000, in the end, following the same rules, they will get the same answer, which is 1. That's not magic. Please make way. Yeah, what? 37 is nothing. I'm sorry, but that's all the Q&A time for today.
Don't do this.
Should I? Angry. You can't hug 37 all by yourself. Okay, now. So it can be proved that when n is greater than 2, there is no positive integer solution. This proof is correct, but the way he used it is different from ours. This is incredible. Platonic solids are deviation to the hexagram, logarithm, fractal, a logarithmic axis. What the hell? I'm getting flashbacks from high school.
Oh,
This proof is impeccable, and it is correct.
why?
Why didn't anyone on the island realize that there was a solution? I have to make note of this, because Six will definitely want to know. Hello, Mr. 7. Excuse me? It's a shame. This person had an interesting idea, but it turned out to be wrong. The theory was so beautiful. It's the same thing as it's the same thing with conjecture about the planets and the platonic solids. It's so perfect and everyone wants it to be true, but it's not. But the origin of everything must be running according to some perfect order. But we have not yet discovered it. Uh, Therefore, any error does not represent failure, and behind it may be the key to the truth.
Oh,
Must be like this.
Look!
That's why mothers didn't let us play under the table. Those files of paper and let the chair do its job.
keep away from me.
I should have asked this question just now. What are you doing here? I shouldn't have asked. Don't be like that. I haven't given up the idea of inviting the goddess of mathematics to watch a sumo match with me. This person's talking nonsense. It means he is hiding something. Mesmer's experience pointed this out, but she could not yet offer any effective advice on how to pry the other person's mouth open. So she decided to ignore the person's existence. Are you okay?
Oh,
I'm fine.
essentially.
If we consider my head as a circle and the bottom edge of the table a straight line, we will realize that no matter where I actually hit the table, my head was tangent to the table at the moment of the impact. You just hit your head, buddy. It is not intersecting, nor is it separated, but tangent. Tangent is when it's my brain is gonna explode from this, dude. I forgot these terms. This is a very good positional relationship, extending a straight line through the tangent point from the center of the circle. That is the center of the ideal model of my head. It must be perpendicular to the table. The sine of 90 degrees is 1, the cosine of 0, and the tangent is infinity. There is no better angle than 90. So I'm totally fine. It doesn't hurt at all.
Good.
You're a new face.
What's the next question?
Can be your problems and I will solve. I'm seeing that word. What the hell is that? Oh my god, dude. I need to buy a new phone. What? I have no idea what the hell is that. The number I brought is 6. Oh, the paper she had is a letter from 6.
Perfect number.
Yes, 6 is a good number, and one that I'm very familiar with. What kind of proof do you want to make with this number?
Nothing.
This is a letter from the man called 6. Burton asked me to pass it to you.
Oh!
Let me see what 6 wrote. Well, the first question is, have you adapted to life here? Life there?
No problem.
Yes, all three meals a day are delivered to me to a fan pneumatic tube, and there are no beans in them. This allows me to focus my research without being interrupted by trivial matters. Second question, are you sick? No, I am very healthy. It's just that Sophia doesn't comb my hair anymore. So sometimes it gets tangled. But it doesn't matter. I can just cut it when I can't untie it. Oh. New knowledge? Yes, I learned a lot of new knowledge and collected a lot of paper cuttings, which I'll send back to the island. How is my project growing? Well, I collected a lot of numbers, solved a lot of problems, and then... well... The girl stared at the letter in her hand and suddenly fell silent. Any questions? I think my project is not going well.
I think.
My assumption was that once I was in the world outside the island, I would be able to access more numbers than before. Given enough numbers, I could graph any complex function, work out its formula, or at least get a clue on its solution. Those numbers were the code to the truth. I had to decipher them.
What?
You said truth? That's your subject? I have failed before. I got the answer, but I got it too slow. Too late. And it wasn't good enough or complete enough, so bad things happened. So I had to find a better answer. I must find a more complete truth so that those bad things will not happen again. If everything will return to order and operate in the most perfect form. Yeah. The girl's seriousness made it impossible for Mesmer to dismiss the whole rant as a practical joke. How should she evaluate this overly ambiguous goal? Before she could come up with an answer, the girl in front of her lowered her head. What the hell is this? Not this. Yeah. But I have found that I encountered the problem. Not the song. Stop using this song. Wait, I skipped it again. I did get access to more numbers, but I wasn't able to decipher the code behind them. This feeling is like, by the way, do you know hopscotch? Oh my god. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Do you know hopscotch? I hate this game, dude. You mean the game that children play? Sophia taught me that game, and I think my situation is somewhat similar to it. Hey, Sophia, but this incredible girl seemed to have an intention of explaining. Hey, you see, behind everything, there are numbers. So now I am in this box.
Okay, I got it.
Behind the numbers, there is a path to the truth, but the girl looked at the ground in front of her and shook her head. That's it. You see, that's the why. I don't know what the specific problem you are having is, but it looks like you have hit a bottleneck. It's not an uncommon occurrence, and I believe that everyone in Laplace has had a similar experience. Really? Has everyone here experienced such moment? This is the first time I felt so distressed in the past, even if I didn't have a solution. Uh, for the time being, I wouldn't have felt so sad. I don't quite understand why I am like this. As a well-informed artificial somnambulism therapist, it is not difficult to see the problem just by looking around the laboratory. It's like messy. How long have you not been out? Strange. It seems that I can only give an approximate value, which is not triggers. She hasn't actually touched grass.
Got it.
I know, listen, maybe you can talk to your friend.
Maybe I should.
Maybe you could go out and relax or something. Relax. She nodded. What you said makes sense. It's a good assumption that relaxing might help the subject make some progress. Yeah, I haven't read any of this Carlos story yet in this spectrum. We had those stuff from Matilda on 2.0 and there's like nothing. I thought they were totally gonna get there. In the past, when we needed inspiration, we would go out for a walk on the beach and bask in the sun while calculating the trajectory formula of seagulls.
I...
I shouldn't be bothered by such little problems in the phenomenal world, but I found that there's no beach or seagulls nearby.
Hmm.
It seems that this has made me less enthusiastic about going out to relax. Weird. Some people are naturally intensive to their emotions. Mhm. Mesmer doesn't know much about 37, but she guessed that problem was probably that there was no beach or no seagulls. Just her work had ended long ago, and she shouldn't have continued to be involved in this matter.
Hmm?
Do you have any suggestion?
Looks like...
It looks like you need some advice. Want mine? Deviation. Even just 1 hour. That's fine. Let me drink some of this. Okay, we're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. Let me see my stream. Okay. That was weird. Suddenly just got off. It looks like it's fine now. Mm-hmm. Looks good. Looks good. Seems good. Hmm. Me. All right. Why is it still good connection? It's not lagging, right? Yeah. It's the bit rate's fine. One OBS. Let me see. Let me see it on my stuff. Okay, it's fine. This way, I had an honor of serving as the uh, flower guardian of these two ladies. You are late.
Sorry.
But it looks like at least I'm not the last one. Should make this like that.
Too simple.
Brilliant!
But I'm muted. We can still pick out some representative lines so that when we look at the number line, we can still see them at a glance. That's a good practice.
Oh!
Which, in this glass case, is it some kind of metal ore? Oh, let's search that. What the hell is that? The pedalite? A lilac gray and rose-colored member of the mica group of minerals. Chemical formula: potassium, lithium, aluminum, aluminum, silicon, rubium, blah blah blah. Which contains metals but is usually considered a rare earth mineral. Is easily confused with zircon, but I have to say, the difference between the two is quite significant.
But
I thought you would be more interested in what Sanji mine? Next to it, Look at this dreamy blue color. Everyone will notice it first. I think you're mistaking the live stream and dead broadcast. Dead broadcast is the one they put out before the poster, detailing like patch notes and stuff. Some patch teasers and not patch notes, just teasers on features they're implementing and the name of the patch and some details about the patch. The three crystal axes are of all crystals in it are perpendicular to each other but of different lengths. This is not a perfect enough shape. This one is different. If you look closely, if we take the cross section of it, it will be a beautiful square. The four cylinders of these crystals are symmetrical. Wait,
A perfect number.
look at this. The crystal that makes it up. There's no mistake. It's made up of dodecahedrons, and they're regular dodecahedrons. The shape of this mineral is almost perfect in this display case.
Thank you.
Please allow me to express my gratitude to you on behalf of this. Then please allow me to express this. Is that what I mean? This. Miss. What's that? Then please allow me to express my gratitude to you on behalf of this aventurine garnet. In fact, I also like this kind of stones very much. They are both cute and reliable. Did I mention I own a lot of balls in different sizes and made of different materials? I think it's just balls, I mean pearls, I guess. But it's the for stuff. Every time I will choose one according to my mood on that day. It is a pleasure to watch those beautiful little things rolling on the track.
Oh,
Are you saying that you have many beautiful, perfect spears? Any chance I could see your collections?
That's right.
Of course, glad we can talk about this.
Looks like...
It seems like that you have a special angle to appreciate the exhibits, but I think there's still enough exhibits here to impress the lady. Are you interested in the insect exhibition area over there? I heard someone discovered the golden ratio in one of those bags. The girl bounced to another exhibition hall as lightly as a mint balloon. It seems that this place is
Far as I
been
know.
changed compared to the past. Ever since our mutual friend Ezra took over, he has invested a lot of effort in further developing this place. He adjusted the layout of the hall, increasing the number of collections that could be stored there, and by nearly half, and expanded the range of exhibits introduced.
Look!
Am I reading that? Excrement of a giant rock golem. You could hardly see it before. More than 90% of the excrement of a giant rock golem is made of rock. Oh, God. Because the old-fashioned people who used to run museums would say, "Oh no, this is not appropriate. It's not presentable." But here it is, on display in one of the greatest museums in the world. I heard that since the storm began to appear, the workload of the Laplace Museum has doubled. What was once the most respectable job in Laplace has now become a chore. Before each storm, the precious collections must be moved to a safer place. After the storm, the museum faces a huge collection inventory task. After the storm passes, everything will become a mess. The result of your hard work vanish overnight. After this happens a few times, it is inevitable that you lose your enthusiasm.
Good news.
But life has returned here.
Fabulous.
What the fuck is that?
What?
What happened? Explosion? Is this explosion part of the exhibition? I don't like it.
Ugh.
I understand why there's an explosion. uh, I knew there was something wrong with that data. Those guys must have had volcanic ash in their brains. The instigator curse tsaka to bulb. I've had enough. Couldn't that hit resistant layer last 2 more seconds?
Insanity.
I'm the one who said enough. Why are you here? What are you doing here? You can tell by looking at it. Of course, it's making cupcakes. Did someone say cupcakes? I love cupcakes, and they're perfect for with a freshly brewed coffee.
So gross.
Don't be funny. Medicine pocket. You brought your ridiculous and dangerous experiments here. Does Ezra know about this? How on earth? I can't believe it.
Keep away from me.
Oh, I guess what? It's up to you.
Follow me.
Let's go to the 7. I think we can ignore this guy and this little episode and continue our journey through the museum. Of course, if the cupcake lover over there wants to stay, go ahead. After all, you know, sometimes we need to be careful in choosing who we associate with. 37.
Huh?
You just said there's something wrong with the data. What data can you show it to me? Can you show it to me?
Leave me alone.
Who are you? What does it have to you to have to do to you?
Is that...
You're the person with the number name. I've heard of you.
Not rigorous.
Your statement is not accurate. You are proposing a set that includes all numbers. There are infinite numbers in the world, and I am 37. Just this number.
Uh-huh.
Well, fine, never mind. Let me see what you can do. Come, here. Just this for me. Wow.
Good.
I think you should be able to answer us now. What the hell are you studying there?
Hey, stop it.
I looked at the data on medicine packet, and it seemed to be some kind of plant or maybe a bug. Sorry, I only paid attention to the numbers.
That's right.
Medicine Pocket hopes to find a way to artificially cultivate a fire nematode grass. The precious herb uh, only grows in extreme volcanic areas, and its annual output is very limited.
Research shows.
But after reviewing relevant records, we believe that the alcohol extract of this herb is likely to have powerful neuron repairing effects.
An extraordinary discovery.
If this can be confirmed, many neurological diseases that are currently considered incurable may be cured, which will bring hope to many people. Yo, they're gonna cure brain rot.
Brilliant!
It sounds like a great thing.
That's right.
So you misunderstood, Miss Mesmer. That was not some little silly research. I thought it was very meaningful and valuable topic, so I provided a venue for Medicine Pocket.
But
There's no reason to blow things up in a museum.
Hey, stop it.
First of all, don't get me wrong. I don't care about patients waiting for light in despair. I just want to find out whether this thing is as magical as the legend says. As for that little accident, it was all the fault of the incompetent people who were responsible for collecting local environmental data. What they recorded was a complete mess.
So gross.
You can do all that in the lab. Do you think I didn't want to? I submitted my application, but the paperwork waiting for it to be processed by that gloomy old man is piling up at the foundation. If you miss it, you have to wait for a year. Please, I can't wait for a year. So I kicked open that uncle's office and then
What a
I
coincidence.
was just passing by and was lucky enough to witness that scene.
Look,
It must be admitted that Mr. Hoffman had a point. If everyone barged into his office claiming that their own business was more important and demanded immediate attention, everything would be a mess.
Fine.
That uncle looks like a drooping gray knotweed. But I didn't expect he's actually quite prickly.
But
I can also be a witness. He gave you permission. He said you can find your own way.
Nice. Nice.
That's right, so I thought of a solution myself. It gave a weak smile.
And you, my friend.
When you become rich, you have to be a... You have to help each other. That's what good friends do, isn't it? Anyway, this museum is very big.
I reject.
I have reservations. Here we have the protagonist of our story. Just like when young researchers gather together, we should usually imagine that this will trigger some kind of chemical reaction and become the starting point for the birth of some great achievement in the future.
but
There was a small problem. At the time, our two friends seemed to have some small conflicting ideas on how to solve the problem. What happened?
And the answer is...
This does not match the number you entered into the device, so an error occurs. You just adjust this number and everything will work out.
Huh?
What? This is impossible. Guess what? You were right.
And then...
You can't say just adjust this number and it's not settled yet. The question is, how can this be achieved? This is not a parameter that can be adjusted at will. It is based on reality. You mean it's a dependent variable in another function? No problem. Show me the formula. No, that's not what I meant. Please, you can't say that in a tone like, let's try something else. During this days at Laplace, many people would come and say, I don't understand why the data is like this. You can read language of numbers and tell me what they are saying. They are puzzled by the anomalies in the data, but the fact that there are no exceptions that appear for unknown reasons, but in fact there are no exceptions that appear for unknown reasons or inexplicable errors. No number is wrong. We just haven't found the right theorem to fit it in yet.
You haven't truly understood it.
You may feel confused about it, but that must be because you haven't discovered it yet. I can help you, just like I help others.
Ugh.
You're such a big shot. You think all mysteries have answers and you can solve them? Yes and no. There are many puzzles in the world that the people who first challenged them failed to solve, but their attempts became an important cornerstone for future generations, and continue to solve the puzzles.
I think
I just don't think the problem you have in hand is difficult enough to leave to our successors.
Great! Great! Fantastic!
I haven't come across such an interesting provocation in a long time.
fabulous.
Okay, maybe you two can be more not rational in your discussion, especially Ryu. Especially you, Medicine Pocket. 37 didn't mean what you thought he meant. What he thought she meant.
Huh?
What do you mean, especially me? You heard what happened just now, right? Size focus. You're not serious, are you?
Again? Seriously?
Screw you. Who do you think I am? A kindergarten kid?
Mhm.
What is ice cream? There is a shop in the area over there. My treat. The last few words have a more remarkable effect.
Good job.
You said it. I want the deluxe version. By the end of that. Let me see. Hold on. Sure. It's just halfway. Damn, this is too long. The decagram. Let's drink
Fine.
some water. Now let me also state that I'm not asking you to solve the problem of that damn number. That's my job, and I'm absolutely sure I can fix it.
I have to remind you.
But I must say, your tone is not very pleasant. Not everyone is open-minded as me. You know, Hey, are you listening? The answer is no. Here you go, pretty girl. Chocolate flavor. This is...
A perfect number.
It's perfect 12-pointed star. Why does it look like this?
Got it.
Oh, you mean the way you look when you look at them from above? Okay. Looks like someone has started it again. I see, it's some kind of mold, right? What a tasteful choice.
Essentially.
I can think of it as a shape, a combination of 4 equilateral triangles, so it can be represented by... The hell is that? How do you pronounce that? Schlafly? Schlafly notation? I'm guessing that's how it's pronounced. That's 12/4. I can understand diggers now. Oh, the best log. Oh yeah, it is. Let's start with 12/1, which we cannot sip. We can, although 12/1 can be abbreviated to 12. It is actually also a regular dodecagon. Dodecahedron. Dodecagon.
And then...
So 12 out of 3 is too complex. 12 out of 5 is too radical. The equilateral triangle is the most stable, and the 12-pointed star formed by it is the best of 4 regular 12-pointed stars.
Brilliant!
That's cute. I'm saving that. It's F9, right? It's... Uh, this is appropriate. This is a very appropriate geometric shape, which means that this ice cream is a good dessert. The person sitting next to her couldn't help laughing at the big-headed though, with a very sloppy smile. Indeed, this is a good choice, but
And I...
personally, I might prefer this cute guy made of 3 squares. Oh my god, it's... Yo, I have questions, X. Where's... Extreme talent is back, guys. In this form. Why can't I take a screenshot, dude? I have made gears of this shape before, and they can quietly but reliably complete interesting relays. I was a little surprised that you chose L out of 3. The square is very solid and simple shape, but it doesn't match the impression you give people.
Interesting.
This is beyond my understanding, Mr. 37. But it seems reasonable. The square is not you, but the 12-pointed star of 12 over 3 is different.
Your number.
It was born from the most standard shape, but does but it does not conform. It's unique, but it also has its own rules. I think it seems to have grasped some clues to solve your number mystery.
I'm bored. So bored. So bored.
But I lost that. That voice. Hey, I say, why are you all so petty? Look here. 12 out of 5 is obviously cooler. Okay, that's another screenshot from me. The shell of the unprocessed underworld lychee fruit is like this. Very prickly, like a hedgehog. The flesh is not soft and juicy at all, and it's not edible, but it is an excellent material for making lightning-proof ointment.
I have to remind you.
Guess what I'm saying? Only cowards are afraid of a pattern. Smart people take advantage of it. You mean it's difficult to control, but it's of great significance? That makes sense. Each interior angle of 12/5 is 30 degrees, making it a special among all the acute angles. Its right angled side is always equal to one half of the hypotenuse. We want a right triangle. We'll almost certainly choose between an isosceles right triangle and it. What about you, Mesmer? Do I have to choose one? Don't you think it's childish? Okay. Oh my god. To a regular 12-pointed star formed by two hexagons. I guess this is it.
Nothing.
Yes, exactly.
But it feels a lot like you. Look at those 120 degrees interior angles. They're so restrained that they seem to be a calm and steady shape. But hexagons are never really stable shapes, and collapsing any one vertex can have disastrous consequence. You have two hexagons which make things better, but they also lack each other. Any of them could be made bigger and smaller. If they were nested together, we would create you could get a 6 larger, prettier, isosceles triangle.
Fabulous.
Is this some kind of geometric divination? It's all must offer. Wait, we have another shape. A regular dodecagon. We can just leave it like this.
Uh-huh.
I agree with you this time. No one can tolerate such insensitive blank. But who is it?
Good.
Ezra. Come on, draw Ezra. Looks like someone decided to join in on what she calls her childish
Keep
game.
away from me.
I love Mesmer's voice lines. I just hope this part ends. I'm glad you discovered the magic of geometry. But who is Ezra? Okay, that's all of them. A friend of ours. He's a sincere and knowledgeable man and the new director of this museum. And I think if you have the opportunity to meet, you will definitely get along well.
I think.
Is he a human rather than an arcanist? Have you heard of him?
No, that's not right.
But you said it was a dodecagon. Its shape is different from other figures. It is not a star, but a regular polygon. But the regular dodecagon is something we'll never bypass when we discuss figures with 12 vertices. Human beings and arcanists are not the same. Their essence is different from ours. They are imaginary numbers and numbers that do not exist. But we can still locate them through the coordinate system, with I as the y-axis unit. You are a rigorous scholar, and the person you praise must have his outstanding qualities. I really want to meet him. Maybe in a few days. He's busy preparing a special exhibition. Oh, 37?
No, 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 no.
The apex of my 12-pointed star is denied. It's about to melt. Take a bite.
Oh.
That voice, that sound effect is so... I remember that sound effect. Voice line.
Brilliant.
This is delicious. It had such a perfect shape, so it must be delicious, but it's still amazing.
Nice. Nice.
It's just a machine-squeezed ice cream, right? It's really good though. Better than any other ice cream bars in the museum. Why is this your first time eating it? Ice cream? This machine made it?
The scripture says...
The scriptures tells us not to pursue pleasure and not to indulge in desires, but I think it would not violate the doctrine if to bring a machine like this back home. So cute. Six is gonna be ice cream vendors. This is a beautiful three-dimensional figure that allows us to concentrate on our study more happily. And Six will definitely approve of it. So what do you think?
Brilliant.
Ice cream? Yummy. No, I mean your project. Have you gotten any new ideas? She shook her head.
I don't know.
That's so.
Ugh.
You really don't give me face. The atmosphere here has been set here. Usually you have to discover something big truth from some big truth from some trivial matter. Shout, I get it, and then rush back to the laboratory to make some big invention or something.
So gross.
Medicine pocket? Of course you don't really believe that, do you? No one in Laplace will laugh at this joke. The exhibits in this museum are interesting, and the ice cream is delicious. I did get some great numbers. But in the real-time star map in the ceiling of the museum, the stars twinkle beautifully. You can appreciate the magnificence with your naked eyes, but without the help of any tools. The paths of the planets are lovingly marked. The vast Milky Way is unobstructed by any light or atmospheric pollution, and every pixel seems to be in its proper place. It seemed to be doing the same thing in the computer center. But I came there to get more numbers and talking to people from all walks of life. They're did bring me
I
those
think-
numbers. I think I have grown up compared to the past. I have seen and learned more things and gained more than when I was on the island. But
Hmm.
when I looked down, I still couldn't see where the next box I was supposed to jump to was. Yeah, this is not a surprising result. Johannes Kepler, who discovered the three laws of planetary motion and was hailed as the legislator of the sky, proposed a hypothesis in his book. Uh, Mysterium Cosmographicum, or I guess just means mysterious of the universe. The hypothesis claimed that six planets known at the time, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, and Jupiter and Saturn, were so close to the Sun that they would form five perfect platonic solids. Everything just fits so nicely. Somewhere in your heart, you hope that God laid out the universe according to just such an ingenious design. But then everyone knows this assumption was wrong. The hypothesis that is as beautiful as Kepler's conjecture, but equally untrue. Have you ever thought about what if that assumption was wrong? No, nothing. But maybe I'm a little impatient. Come to think of it, another name I don't know. John Napier. 20 years to invent the logarithm table. It took 358 years for Fermat's last theorem to be fully proved. Maybe my answer won't be found overnight either. I need to hurry up. I can't be late any longer, but
The scripture says...
the scriptures tell us that we should never lose our composure or rationality, but should follow the laws of things and step onto the ladder. Only this way we can reach the highest place and falling into the abyss rather than falling into the abyss of disorder. I should not regret this.
Great! Great! Fantastic!
It seems our mathematicians have finally realized some common sense. All great achievements are not achieved overnight. The more difficult the subject you study, the more time and energy you will spend on it. This is proportional. Your project is very interesting, and I look forward to seeing it completed. But please don't push yourself too hard. This is a small suggestion from a senior in La Paz.
I regret to inform you.
there have been many gifted researchers who have been focused on their research that they have neglected the fact that they are also mortals. Don't want to follow in their footsteps. I don't quite understand what you mean. I'm fine.
Fabulous.
That's what I guess.
Look!
What? Wow, that's worse than I thought. Look. You look like a blood moon jellyfish that has been trapped in a plastic bottle with no water for 3 days. Your tentacles are floating everywhere.
And you, my friend.
And I've been wanting to ask for a long time. What's up with your messy hair? Even the cactus cat I raised for experiments would groom itself more presentably. Towards the event. Look confused. Oh, I see. It's a metaphor, isn't it? I also suggest that you should not stay in the laboratory for a long time. People need some moderate entertainment activities to relax their body and mind. This is advice from a therapist. I have enough work to do. I don't want to see you queuing up in the door of the artificial somnambulism treatment room. So you care about me?
Huh?
Hey, how can someone feel that being ridiculed is caring? There should be a limit to self-indulgence.
Thank you.
I don't really feel like I'm forcing myself, but but spending time with you is more fun, and it reminds me of the past. Every time my friend Sophia comes to see me, if I'm working on a problem, she will hesitate at the door for a long time before coming in. She always asks, "Am I disturbing you, 37?" Strictly speaking, her visit did not interrupt my progress.
Looks like...
Research can always continue later. In fact, I'm very happy she came to me. It sounds like you have a great friend. Yeah. Yes, she's not here right now, but I hope to introduce her to you along one day. Go do it, 37. You can do it. I'm honored to share this secret base with you and your friends. Speaking of which, remember that special exhibition I mentioned? It will start in 3 days. Ezra has put a lot of effort into it, and Medicine Pocket also helped. If you have time, you are welcome to have a look. We can visit the exhibition together. Of course, if dear therapist doesn't mind, we can also come together.
Sure.
Thank you for the invitation. I will come. I can have another ice cream at that time. You really like that thing, huh? I just appreciate its geometry, which has nothing to do with its taste. I think it makes my mind work more quickly.
Nice. Nice.
This is the first time I've heard of such lame excuse. If I make anti-electrical ice cream in the shape of anti-electrical cream in the shape of ice cream, will you eat it?
Oh, please.
Medicine pocket? I think you better stop. Don't you think this is childish? Why do you always take sides?
I'm sorry.
Sorry to bother you guys.
Huh?
They're closing.
But
I'm afraid there will be no next time in the future. My store, how should I know that it's going to close down? I mean, we already know that they somehow made it not close down. Logarithm. Former. Holy shit, this is long. Bankruptcy declaration.
Huh?
Bankruptcy? What does bankruptcy mean?
hey,
It means
stop
closing
it.
down for good. The store. Of course I know what bankruptcy mean. Do I need you to explain it to me?
Haha. Amusing.
I'm going to back to smartphone again.
Oh,
Are you saying that I won't be able to buy this ice cream anymore?
no.
The beautiful 12-pointed star and its magical and refreshing and rich taste. Will I not be able to taste it the next time I come here? It is not happy news to say that we will never see the beautiful things that make us happy again.
No. It doesn't make sense.
I must admit, I don't know much about the economics now, but it doesn't make sense that a store that sells such beautiful ice cream would go bankrupt. Let me help you solve this problem. So here lies the problem. This chart shows the gap between your data and other stores. Your store visits and average customers' spending are significantly lower than other stores. This is the problem. As long as you increase these two numbers, your troubles will be solved. Yeah, just increase. You're going bankrupt, just sell harder. Really? Which one are you talking about?
Huh?
What the hell? Are you serious? Where is this? Some boring sitcom set?
Damn it! What are you doing? Are you even listening to me?
This is my personal laboratory only for ideas that are genius enough. And you, with a digital name, are now writing the break-even analysis chart of ice cream on my blackboard.
Oh, please.
I think 6. The reason for 6 to let go of 37, to let her go to the outside of the island, is to let her have a normal life. I think putting her in Laplace is not doing that. It's doing the opposite. What's happening here? But I guess this is more normal than just being stuck in the laboratory. That's correct here. This is not your private laboratory, but to be honest, I'm beginning to feel confused about why I'm still here.
Interesting.
Come on, friends. We all know why it's fun, isn't it?
Huh?
What's funny? Researching stupid questions. Why did an ice cream shop run by a guy who didn't know how to run business go bankrupt? The answer is so obvious. How do you expect a person when asked how much money do you lose every day? Answers, I don't know the exact amount, but it feels like a lot to understand business.
Hey!
I've been tolerating you for a long time. I can hear you. You always make some rude requests. Like asking me to refill your cup when you only have one cone left. I already satisfied you. Now you are here to make sarcastic remarks.
I have to remind you.
I'm just pointing out facts. Some people are great at one thing, but terrible at everything else. Your ice cream is delicious, but your business is a mess. Why don't you consider selling your recipe?
Ugh.
You're not.
Yes.
Yes, I admit this is my dream, owning an ice cream shop. I don't want to give up just like that.
Please?
I was just about to give in, but then you showed up. Can you really help me, little girl? You just said improve what? Average customer spending and the number of people entering the store. You see, average customer spending is only about 1/3 of that of other store. And your average number of people coming into the store is 63 per day. It's not big enough factor, so this is why you are losing money. Your turnover is too low. Actually, I think 63 people is not a small number. Just think about it. It's more than 60 people.
I have to remind you.
You are optimistic that it's scary. So optimistic that it's scary. Look at the shops outside. There is a long queue in front of the ice cream truck of Smart Cone every day. They say they sell at least 300 ice cream a day.
And you, my friend.
You should be thankful that Escher didn't try to use museum store to generate revenue, or you would have been able to been even more out of pocket. I'd say he just doesn't have a lot of financial sense.
Okay.
You're right. The shopkeeper waved her hand in surrender. But I sell ice cream, and those other stores sell souvenirs and the like. So of course their average customer spending is higher than mine. If I raise the price of my ice cream to the same as theirs, well, although I'm confident in the taste of my ice cream to be honest, I don't think people will buy it. Is that so? The ice cream is not worth the higher price? It has such a beautiful 12-pointed star shape.
Fine.
So, we're left with store visits. Let's increase store visits.
It's like this.
As long as we increase the number to 2.56 times the original amount, we can achieve balance between income and expenditure. Although I don't really like this statement, 2.5 is not an exact number, just an approximate value in decimal. 2.56, multiply that by 63 who came into the store, that's about
Fine.
161. You see that this is a disadvantage of having to take approximations. You get a result of 161.28, but the number we are actually talking about is 161. That's a bit counterintuitive. 161 is a division number. The sum of all its proper factors is smaller than the number itself. Oh, what does this have to do? So, I think when you reach the goal of 161, maybe you can pursue a better number such as say palindrome 171. Such as its next palindrome 171, then 181, 191, and 202.
Wait.
Let's start with the initial goal. You want to want me to sell 161 ice cream a day. How is that possible? Would it not mean that too many people? That there would be too many people? How could I possibly handle so many people coming at my store every day?
Too simple.
This worry is unnecessary. I notice your business hours are from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. So you only need to take an average of 2.98. Take an approximate value and sell one ice cream every 3 minutes. I didn't clock you while you made our ice cream, but I simulated the process and it should have been done in 30 seconds if it went well.
I think.
I don't think it's impossible.
I don't know.
Maybe I can try. She was convinced. How can I increase the number of people entering my store to 2.56 times the original number? Let me think about it. Multiply 2.56 and subtract 0.28.
What?
Oh. Yeah, what?
Great! Great! Fantastic!
What did I say? You can't just raise that number. Welcome to the real world, little mathematician.
It's time.
Maybe it's a little sudden, but I think it's time for us to re-examine the meaning of mathematics. Many people think that the world of mathematics is too abstract and difficult to understand, so they are afraid of it. Yeah, yeah, that's true. This is not their fault. An apple, a person, an event, a success, or a failure. These are all easy to understand. But when numbers first became separated from the actual objects they counted, and one became one, and just one, mathematics had already broken away from the material world we are familiar with. Bound by the flesh, we can only chase after those numbers. When we say study and research mathematics, they are actually borrowing the power of the transcendent world through those numbers. In that world, nothing appears on paper in the form of zero. Negative numbers naturally stand at the other end of existence, and even infinity can be included in the calculation of the formula. In the world of mathematics, we can do anything, at least in theory. Our thinking is free and no longer constrained by reality. Only few people can understand the charm of this freedom, and only few people can truly possess the power to do anything in the mathematical world. Just like our lovely new friend. However, there's a small problem here.
Come on.
Do me a favor, you should answer, what's the problem? The problem is, mathematics is omnipotent, but to make its power effective in reality, we actually need to perform 3 steps in total. The first step is to abstract a real problem into a mathematical problem. The second step is to solve the problem in your omnipotent mathematical world. And the final step is to return to reality with your answer. You mean... Past data shows that the average number of visitors per day this quarter is 9,873. The daily business hours are 8 hours. So after 3 hours, there should be...
I have to remind you.
Hey, you know that number of people entering the museum varies at different times. There are such things as peak hours. Even so, the gap is too big. During this period, only 427 people entered the area where they could see the store sign. People don't come to this lounge area where the ice cream shop is. That's the problem. Huh? More than 400 people sounds like a lot. There's something called store entry rate. Not all 400 people will come. Have you lost your memory? Just now, only 20 people came to buy ice cream. It means only 12% of the visitors came to this area. It's even lower than I thought. No wonder I always come to this shop. There won't be too many noisy guys to bother me. But why won't people come? I don't understand. Well, this map, the brain that could solve the problem. of the Pass of the West.
Fabulous.
She's on step 3.
I see. I understand now.
Alright, that's okay, that's pretty short. That one is pretty short. 3 more. I'm going to take a pee first and get some water. More water here.
It's hard to shake off old wounds, even after they've healed. The memories always come back.
All right. I can't wait for this song to come out in global. But it's gonna be second half. Oh. Fractal. Numbers will tell us everything. We counted the flow of people in each corridor of the museum, counted the proportion of people walking through the corridor, and compared the impact of the number of other related facilities on the flow of people.
And
Then found the real-world coordinates of those numbers. The rest area, where the ice cream shop is located, in the passage connecting the B3 and C2 exhibition areas. But the passage is very narrow, and most people will visit the entire area B and then go to another passage to enter area C. Those specifically looking for a lounge area also have a higher priority. The corridor leading to the office area takes up space, which results in no bathroom in this lounge area. Visitors and children are an important customer group for ice cream shops, but this rest area and the experience area, especially especially designed for children under 12, are almost two completely opposite directions,
It's like this.
and so on. I discovered what is behind the numbers and get the hints that the numbers give us. Behind the numbers, there are habits, thoughts, and subconscious actions lead to this result. To be honest, this feels a little strange to me. It's a little counterintuitive because it goes against the way I usually observe the phenomenal world.
I don't know.
I usually see this phenomenon first and then see the numbers behind it, not the other way around. I don't know if they are helpful for my subject, but I actually saw them. All in all, 37 tells us the answer behind the number. The rest is easy. The key to the problem is that the store is in a bad location, so we need strong publicity to let everyone know that there is such a delicious ice cream shop here.
Nice. Nice.
It was actually my idea to link this promotion with the social exhibition. Ezra, if you have a gift for the people who help bring more visitors to the exhibition, don't make the wrong choice. On the terrace, Lady made some suggestions for ice cream flavors. Do you see those orange particles on top? Those are candied lemon pills.
Nothing.
I just heard other colleagues talk about this practice.
Brilliant.
This is a great idea, Mesmer. They're like lucky numbers scattered on a number line.
After that,
And finally, the Miracle Star ice cream was born. It's delicious, really, and I'm really inspired by this story. In the past, only people who are already interested in the relevant field would come see the exhibition, but thanks to this ice cream, we have made more people interested in the museum and our exhibition. To be honest, I've been a little nervous. This day is my first public speech since I was appointed as the director of the Laplace Museum. I had found tips to relieve my nervousness beforehand, such as imagining the audience as potatoes and mushrooms. But 37, as you just said, behind the numbers are people. They have come from far away for the special exhibition. They are flesh and blood people with love and yearning for knowledge. They are not potatoes and mushrooms.
I think
I found a real trick. Is your speech about to start?
that's right.
Do I have the honor to invite you to be my audience?
Sure.
Of course, I'll love to.
Oh,
There are so many people here, as in our mission hall. Mhm. I'm a little nervous again, or am I still imagining everyone as mushroom? No, that's evasive and very rude.
Why?
Why are you nervous? No matter who is there, how many people are there, the content of your speech will be the same, right?
Essentially.
Because truth will not change. And that is what we should be responsible for.
Yes.
You're right, Mr. 7. It is true. We have finally managed to get this miracle stone to be displayed publicly. And I cannot let it down.
Come on.
My friend, show your spirit as you brave these snow-capped mountains alone. This little sin is nothing.
And you, my friend.
You can look in our direction more often. I have a way to make sure you don't get nervous when the time comes.
Fabulous.
Medicine Bucket, you better not have any bad ideas. Go, Ezra. Imagine that everyone is a mushroom as a backup plan.
Thank you. Welcome.
Everyone, I sincerely thank you all for coming. It's not been so long since I took as a director of the Laplace Museum, but I am honored that my call has been responded to from all over the world. You have different identities, lead different lives, and have different hobbies, but our wishes and ideals are the same. That is to allow knowledge to spread, to allow knowledge to be passed on, and to allow the breadth and beauty of the world to be seen by more people. Many precious exhibits were sent to museums, and their owners generously lent and even donated these treasures, allowing their beauty to be appreciated by more people.
I didn't know.
This number far exceeded my expectation. I must admit that while I'm honored, the large amount of identification work is also a test for us. But fortunately, with the help of some of my knowledgeable friends, we were able to complete this challenge. I feel lucky to have such warm and friendly friends.
Good job.
You're welcome. Isn't this a good job? Listener, please be quiet. You guys are still so interesting.
Of course.
All exhibits we receive are prizes. Each one of them is unique. But among them, we all agree that this collection has the most special significance, which is why we finally decided to set up a special exhibition for it. Translucent crystal placed in the center of the booth.
It's
The miracle stone from Neptune, the diamond ocean crystals covering the surface of Neptune. Structurally, it is the diamond, no different from the cut-up diamond we are familiar with.
this time. It's different.
What makes this special is that this beautiful stone comes from 4.5 billion kilometers away. Like every time before it, Voyager 2 carries a mysterious scientific method of space teleportation as part of our attempt to obtain samples of matter from other planets. Oh, that's how they got it. I mean, that makes sense. They have literal teleportation stuff. So they can just... They don't have to send people in there. But every time before, as we all know, these attempts have ended in failure. Although arcanists have proposed that the distance in space is not a real reason why the spell cannot be effective, ultra long distance space teleportation is still considered
After
impossible.
that,
So, therefore, after entering 1980s, in order to save costs, space agencies of various countries no longer carried similar mysterious academic instruments in space probes.
an extraordinary discovery.
It wasn't until Voyager 2 probe flew over Neptune that we received this gift from a distant planet. There are still many mysteries to be solved about this magnificent diamond that came from afar. We all know that Voyager 2 reached its closest approach to Neptune on August 25, 1989. But the diamond was sent back much later than that day. Is the mysterious art of ultra long distance teleportation so different from ordinary teleportation techniques that it would produce such difference in teleportation time? Due to lack of other cases, we have no other way of knowing for the time being. I'm guessing how teleportation works is it's not really teleportation, but possibly sending close a arcane energy from one point to another, but the speed is like close to the speed of light, which is still not instant. So that's why the teleportation's time is so slow. Still much later to come back.
Research shows
According to the Space Center's report, when this beautiful stone appeared, the complex and sophisticated ritual was indeed successfully performed for the first time. But at the same time, the detection system also found traces of mysterious arts that did not belong to this technique. It disappeared without a trace after leaving an imperceptible alteration. Sorry. And we have not been able to detect any similar mysterious fluctuations. Don't tell me. Several researchers also claim that they heard a beautiful melody when Miracle Stone appeared. The melody they have is surprisingly consistent, and it was hard to believe that they had the same auditory hallucination. Don't tell me this is Voyager content?
But
Actually Voyager content? When this Voyager got exhibited, on Arthur, because that will make sense on when she was found on Earth. Wait, mid 20th century? No, it's not. Maybe it is because it's not really Voyager. Maybe it is Voyager. That helped the teleportation technique to be successful. Because her real body is still out there. There are so many uncertainties about this stone and that people ask, is it real? Is this really a diamond from Neptune? From the planet farthest from the sun in the solar system? What secrets does it hide? We cannot answer this question with certainty at this time. Voyager 2 is still sending signals to Earth, but apart from the miraculous successful data, transmission successful data in its operation log, it is unable to operate on its achievements. The only thing that was certain was that the diamond had indeed appeared at the receiving position of the teleportation array. The researchers of the Space Center were extremely cautious, and only after they had found that the stone had posed no threat to its surroundings, were they able to put it on display, allowing us to get a glimpse of it. It is a miracle constructed by science and arcanum, and also a beautiful puzzle waiting for us to be solved. There's some more interesting speech than I thought. How did I perform? I wrote a speech in advance, but when I actually went on stage, I accidentally skipped over many words. Your words were completely unnecessary. Everyone praised the exhibition and your speech highly. I don't know enough about astronomy, but I thought your talk was interesting. You reminded me of a friend from home. He's a bit like you. And usually very quiet and reserved, actually has no interest in being in the spotlight. But when he speaks in front of a crowd, everyone will stop what they're doing and listen to what he says. Oh, I forgot all about that. That letter. I haven't written back to 6 yet. Let me see. 6 won't mind those details. I think I can tear a few pages from this notebook. Wait, I remember. There are some stationery and envelopes distributed by Laplace in the room with medicine pocket. Maybe you can use that. It's rare to receive a letter from home, so it's always good to make it look nicer.
Huh?
Why did you promise me things to others without my permission? Although I don't care, do I have that thing? You have? I saw it in your file? How should I describe that pile of garbage? How about this? How can we go and get it together? How about we go and get it together?
Oh,
They're not going to have a fight, are they? Oh no, if they're already having a fight, maybe I should join them. There's a tunnel. There he is. Spadali. Ezra. Why are you here? Last time I was unable to visit your exhibition because of a competition. I thought I'd give you a surprise this time. There are so many people. You are the one who organized such a big event. You are really awesome. You just listened to your speech. It was very good.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm really glad that you came. What do you think of the diamond from Netchen?
Why?
Why do you ask this so suddenly? Because you seem to have not expressed your opinion on it. You have a different perspective from ordinary people. I am very curious about how you view the miracle stone. It is beautiful and has the same regular and solid structure as the aventurine garnet we saw that day. Although I don't actually quite understand why people look at diamonds differently compared to other isometric minerals and think that this diamond is more special among all diamonds. Space and time dimensions only exist on that exist only in the phenomenal world. The essence of the object being has no decisive connection with where it was located or when it originated. It seems you don't think highly of it. Perhaps in addition to significance in astronomical exploration, people admire this stone because of the romance it represents. Are you saying because it comes from far away, that people value it higher than other identical items? That doesn't sound fair. For most people, yes, emotional preferences can make us less objective, can make us make less objective judgments. Just like people don't come to this ice cream shop in the first place. Those are all emotional preferences. A moment of thought when thinking, which are unconfirmed, illusory and not objective. To be honest, I don't quite understand it.
Good.
Speaking of which, 37, do you know how that Neptune was discovered?
Huh?
At the end of it, that one is long. 3 hours, huh? Okay, 2 more. Probably not that long more. Let me drink some water. A logarithmic axis. Mesmer told me a story about Neptune.
And then...
According to the ingenious formula of gravity theory, people discovered Uranus, but then they found that Uranus did not move completely according to the calculated trajectory, and that's how they began theory. Is the theory wrong? Is the theory not correct? It's correct, but there's something influencing that planet, which is another planet. I know this story. So the people began to deny, some chose to escape, but there were still some people who chose to face it. They want to prove that what they believed was correct, so they made a hypothesis. What if the theory of gravity was correct? What if the deviation of Uranus's orbit is caused by another eighth planet that has not yet been discovered? This proof is not that difficult. According to the calculated result, the astronomer pointed out that astronomical telescope in the direction calculated on the paper at midnight.
And then,
They discovered Neptune. I like this story very much. I think I seem to understand a little bit what people mean by romance. People find it difficult to understand based on their momentary likes and dislikes, but there are actually uh, logic behind those seemingly irrational decisions. Mesmer said that Mesmer, the youngest, uh, said that people have things they love and things they believe in. So when they find things in the phenomenal world that meet these standards, they will feel happy. I guess what I can understand is this. People make assumptions, and when those assumptions are proven, when they find results that fit in a pattern, they give it a special meaning. It cannot be seen or touched, just like the numbers that exist in everything, which cannot be touched, but they do exist. They all connect to the transcendent world that we yearn for. We often make various assumptions. Sometimes we can prove that assumptions are true and discover a new theorem, but sometimes reality will say to us, no, you are wrong. I'm very happy that the ice cream did not say no to me. Topic about ice cream gave me an important inspiration. I took a problem from multiplication axis to the addition axis. I changed the multiplication sign into a plus sign. Changed the number in my hand into the corresponding addend, and then should take my sum and jump back to the multiplication axis.
too simple.
A simple answer. I should have known the answer earlier. I think I can gradually see the outline of my next grid. After that, whether I got stuck in my research, I would go to the museum to relax. It's not as good as our beach, but it's not bad. The owner of the ice cream shop was very grateful to us and wanted to treat us with free ice cream every time I went by. But I solved many commissions issued by researchers in Laplace and earned enough points so I could pay for myself and treat everyone to a meal. The Miracle Star flavor was removed from these shelves after the exhibition ended, but I didn't mind. My favorite flavor was chocolate.
Brilliant!
Ice cream is a really great thing. It's a beautiful geometric shapes. Help me organize my thoughts. So every time I go to the museum, I choose to eat the most appropriate amount of ice cream. You're welcome. Eat as much as you can. There's still a lot.
Great! Great!
I will.
Fantastic!
I will never turn down free stuff. What does this prove? Good people will be rewarded.
So gross.
Hello, both of you. Aren't you ashamed to accept 37's ice cream? No,
Keep away from me.
it's my fault. Of course you wouldn't.
But
But then again, ice cream isn't actually something we recommend you to eat as much as you can. Be careful not to get an upset stomach. 37, if I remember correctly, you've already eaten more than one.
Mhm.
Don't worry. This is only the third one today. The moment a dad make up a triad, the monad and the dad make up the triad, which represents the virtues of moderation and prudence. 3 ice creams are obviously not a lot or inappropriate amount.
A perfect number. I reject.
I think 4 is more appropriate. Is a more appropriate number. Smaller composite among positive integers. The greatest miracle. The most beautiful number. Are you saying you're gonna eat another one? I don't recommend it.
Why?
Obviously, 4 is better than 3.
Nice. Nice.
I think 10 is better. It is small 2-digit number in the decimal system. When you write it in 10 places, its numerical value is only 1. How great does that sound?
I have to remind you.
But friendly reminder, there's no toilet in this rest area. I often run to Mesmer, Hex, and Medicine Packet. Medicine Packet and S Rider. They are all very interesting people. Being with them often reminded me of the time we had spent together with Sophia and occasionally 210. Ah! Joseph Flannel and Spatadilla would come here too. Sometimes they were Ezra's friends. Spatadilla? I think it's Spatadilla, right? It's a positive integer that is always full of energy. And wait, no. Wait, what? What is it? I forgot the name. I forgot the name. Yeah, there's Patodilla and there's a panel. That Patodilla is a positive integer, and Dosa Plano is somewhat similar to Mesmer. But one day we got bad news, very bad news. Everything in the phenomenal world is uncertain and unstable. I should have known this a long time ago, but when I heard the news, I still felt a bit lost.
Hey!
Excuse me, young people. I just came to tell you that actually this ice cream shop is going to close.
Huh?
What are you talking about? Look at this long queue. You don't have to go bankrupt anymore.
But
I didn't have to go bankrupt, but I did the math, just like this little girl taught me. I've been making a lot of money recently, but once this momentum is over, the turnover will not be that high. Even if I make a good amount every day, it will still take more than 2 years to recover the costs.
so
So I thought, why not sell this shop, just like what the others did to me? While this shop is hot, I can get back my money back in one go by selling it.
fine.
Or change your way of thinking and improve your sequence. This is what it sounds like.
Oh,
That's right. This ice cream shop is closing. I'm going to be without ice cream. It's so sad, but it's a sad thing, but I will never see those beautiful 12-pointed stars again.
no, 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 no.
This is not the worst thing.
Haha. Amusing.
So this is what it means. After all this trouble, I still won't have ice cream to eat. Don't you want to realize your dream?
But
But I had to say, this is a very sensible decision. Don't be afraid, lady. I support you. Miss Shopkeeper, if that unreasonable customer over there makes any physical threats to you, you can contact the curator over there. Hey Ezra, is this in compliance? Do something.
But
Nice.
It's also violate.
Nice.
What will I eat when I go out for a walk? What about those visitors passing by? Hey, what are the people who took over your store going to do here?
I heard that.
I heard he's going to sell weird flavored beans here. The kind that have words like fiddler crab, doomseed, snail eyeball. Who would want to eat beans that taste like snail eyes?
Object.
We can't eat beans.
Huh?
What? Some religious scripture in your hometown prohibit from eating beans?
Of course.
Eating beans is a heinous crime. There is no crime worse than eating beans. If anyone eats the beans, he will be sentenced to death.
I'm sorry.
I didn't mean to have been no offense, but does this sound a bit too harsh? Considering that you are not members of the school, and this is no longer the island, I will not ask you to die after eating the beans. But I won't eat it. It's such a pity that such beautiful ice cream is going to turn into evil beans.
Uh-huh.
I can't take this seriously. But you are eating chocolate flavored ice cream. Isn't that also beans?
Huh?
Yeah, right. It's Chocolate flavored ice cream is made from chocolate. Chocolate is made from cocoa beans. Uh, cocoa is... Beans are beans. You ate the beans.
No.
This is impossible. This is,
No way.
this is impossible. If I really ate beans, then I should have been taken away by a parent. But I was not taken away by a parent. The result is contradictory. So there is only one possibility. The assumption is incorrect. You must be lying to me.
Oh.
Your ice cream is dripping. Wipe it off first. I brought a handkerchief.
All right.
You saved the poor ice cream. Don't worry. They are not beans.
Fine.
Do you believe it? Trust this guy. Maybe your parent is just on his way. Can we be quiet for a moment?
Hey!
Hey, the reporter who said he wanted to interview me before the store transfer is here. Do you want to take a picture together? They are young researchers who helped me create this ice cream, miracle ice cream. My assumption was right. Medicine packet is deceiving. The chocolate ice cream was not a bean.
For instance,
Contain the word bean, but they're not actually from family of... Oh my god.
yes, exactly.
If you try to calculate... Oh my god. So there's nothing wrong with chocolate ice cream. That's the good stuff. I hope you can try it too. Along with the letter are my collections of papers, journal clippings, printed materials. You can also use this to update the island's database. I also collected many latest puzzles proposed by outside mathematicians. Some of them are very interesting. I already have ideas or some of them.
Uh-huh.
But to be fair, I will give the same amount of time to challenge them. They can exchange ideas in the next letter. There's also this newspaper. In short, I am living a good life and my research is progressing. I will definitely figure out a better answer this time. Maybe it won't be the best, but it must be good enough.
And
Then I will return to the island, and Sophia will return too, and we will share the light of truth, just as we did before. Maybe you noticed that the total of words in this letter is a palindrome. I believe you know what I meant. Don't write too few words in your reply. Otherwise, it would be cheating. I look forward to your reply. Wow. Were you smiling just now? Yeah, I thought you were welding that with that pale face expression on your face.
Regulus!
They're on their skin. That's cool. Last one. This is really long. Holy shit. The one who counts sand. This is not that long. Let me check something first.
My apologies.
Alright. Sorry. Regulus didn't mean to offend you. We just wanted to say hey hi. "37 mentioned that she had prepared a gift for me.
Oh,
You meant the ice cream? But you know that ice cream melts, right? I couldn't let the deck of my brand new apple tree be stained by that sweet, sticky stuff. So I ate it for you. You can thank me for it. I'm tired. Well, you're welcome.
My apologies.
I'm so sorry. Just put the other things 37 cent here and I will collect them myself. And please remember to check it later. I will put the list here. I'm not saying this, but this is really not easy. Hey. We are in a hurry and need to return to the foundation. So please write a reply as soon as possible. We will take it back to Idas now. Somewhat surprisingly, the young man quietly shook his head.
No.
There's no need to rush for now. Are you sure? I mean, that guy looks weird, but he's actually a kid at heart. Aren't you worried about her? 37 sent me puzzles and I need time to think about their answers. Well, now that you say so. Regulus? I will go and prepare to sail. I must say, I still need to have a good exchange of feelings with this new friend, as he can be a bit irritable at sometimes.
Okay.
I'll wait for you there. You seem confused. Yes.
I'm not sure.
I'm thinking about R7. I'm not sure if it's right to just leave it as it is. She is very brave. She never backed down, even when faced with setbacks. She left her hometown alone to go out into the world to look for new answers. I admire her very much. But I have no intention of judging your school's philosophy. The answer by your unlimited does not by your infinity does not provide us with a way to avoid the storm. Does provide us with a way to avoid the storm. But I have been thinking. 37 seems to still believe that as long as the truth is found, everything will be solved, including Miss Sophia. And also including your compatriots who have left forever. But can the truth really solve everything?
Maybe.
Maybe some
That's
bad things
just-
happened. People accept it and they can move on. Someone had to tell her that those compatriots had returned to their essence, would never come back, and tell her that perhaps there is no truth that could change Miss Sophia's mind after she chose another path. We all tried not to break that window paper, but maybe this was not to protect 37. We shouldn't let her spend so much time and energy only to find out that everything was in vain in the end. Maybe we should tell her before that. No trace of anger in Sixth Space.
No.
There's no need for that. 37 knows everything you want to say. Really? I mean, I appreciate your concern for 37, but there's a misunderstanding here that I must correct. She observed everything that happened in the phenomenal world. 37 was not blind, but neither was her fate. Let me describe it this way. How much sand do you think there is on this beach?
Huh?
Maybe 100,000? A million?
I'm not sure.
I don't know. I don't require an exact number, just a result that with an acceptable error range. There are many ways to get answers we want, and for me, estimates is one of them. I learned this. You are right,
My apologies.
but I'm sorry, I still don't quite understand what you want to say. Here comes my next questions. How many grains of sand do you think there are on this planet?
Huh?
This planet? That must be a very large number that no one can possibly know. Wait. You realize that this number is just very large, not infinite. We can also get the rough answer. Archimedes pointed this out to us more than 2,000 years ago. He claimed that even if the entire planet were filled with grains of sand, the number would not exceed 10 to the power of 63. Although this number is not accurate due to the limited understanding of Earth at the time, the method we use to verify this problem remains unchanged. The answer is very many, but not infinitely many. So you mean to say it is limited. So you mean to say I learned this before. This exact lesson on senior high school. You think 37 is looking for what exists? It exists somewhere in this world and somewhere outside of this world. It's very difficult to find. But it is not impossible. There is only one thing I can confirm. 37 made this assumption and tried to prove the theorem. So until this hypothesis is falsified, by her personally, no one can assert that it is wrong. Wow. Oh, that's really good. That's really long. But that's really good. It's not just, I mean, it's definitely longer than it needs to be. There's a lot of stuff just to probably break the confusion. But honestly, out of the recent ones, the recent anecdotes are pretty good. I mean, okay. The last one I read is Diggers, which is also related to the island and stuff, and more philosophy stuff. And that's, yeah, I would say it's the same as this, just as good as this. I really like that. Um, let's say it's 37 out of 40. It's not just, okay, it's not just like about 37. I mean, the final scene is about 37, but a lot of the stuff that happened there, like, have stuff relating to other characters. Who do you think will get anecdotes? Who has anecdotes? I forgot. Who has? Is this? No, it's this. I haven't read that yet in there, but I read that on Global, so it's fine. Anecdotes doesn't really have to relate to the character that to the patch they're currently in. So I would say, who else doesn't have one? To be honest with you, if I don't know who actually, since like I said, the anecdotes doesn't really relate much to the current patch most of the time anyway. So it's really hard to guess. It's quite random. Uh, 37 is the first one that has a character story and then an anecdote, right? I think 37 has got an anecdote just to relate, to get more information out. So I don't know. You know, when I heard about the stuff regarding the next Shin Moon and how there's a melodic tone on the diamond that was when it was like teleported, I really want them to give Voyager an anecdote. Maybe it's regarding that. Maybe she's the one that helped bring it back. Maybe she been followed, because I believe Voyager 1 is the one that Voyager got, right? Probably not 6 stars. Oh, already got her. If it's gonna relate to the next patch, if it's about sports, the older characters. Maybe Olu. But it really doesn't relate to the next patch. 1.0 characters. Okay. There's some stuff like the fool is part of, like the fool and stuff like that is part of the troop, like for Charlie. So I don't think they will get there. We got that. We got um. Hmm. Who has a skin that has that doesn't have a story yet? Maybe one of those. Musan? Because like she got an anecdote when she got the skin. And then we got Digger's anecdote, which is about how he joined the Manis and got the skin. It's also a good way to predict anecdotes actually. But really, there's so much range. Um but anyway, I will do both of. There's another anecdote that's coming, but these two I need to do. It's still 17 days. Honestly, I might wait for 2.3 first before I do both of this. I also need to wait for my mouth ulcer to heal. While reading that, it doesn't really hurt when I was reading the anecdote, but when I rest, so I'm reading so fast, so it's not resting. It's hitting my heat. What do you mean by that? They put up so many skins, but 37? That's a so it is not I got 37. 37. I'm seeing 37 everywhere.
Ready the cannons, mateys.
But I missed it. This song was
Allow
slow for me.
My dark embrace.
Eliminate target.
Keep calm.
I will end after this.
The light that illuminates all.
That's probably 37 anecdote. That's probably one of also
And
just
now
became
to
my
return
favorite
to my
anecdotes.
long-term mission. Rest.
I really like it. diggers, but I don't know which one I will like the most. I also forgot most anecdotes now. All right. Last time someone is like spreading stuff about next patch, they're like talking out of their ass. It's actually so far ahead from what the patch is gonna be. Far away from what the patch is gonna be. Anyway, that's it from me. 2.3 might be revealed soon, and I will make. They also might put the buffs. They only got, I think, new bubbles permanent buff on the live stream before, but they might give out the rest on the dev broadcast. Maybe that's gonna be too much. Because there's a lot of characters that is getting it. But my throat is gonna give up now.
It's hard to shake off old wounds, even after they've healed. The memories always come back.
I am going to. Where is it? Oh my god, my instrument. Alright. See you next time for the character story of Lapera and Anjanala, I guess. I think I'm gonna do Anjanala first because it's Game Masters. And then I'm gonna do the Anecdote and then Lapera. Or Lapera first and then Anecdote. Oh, it's muted. The song is muted.
Well,